What if the biggest celebrity transformations aren't just about style, aging, or better lighting? In Hollywood, a dramatically slimmer body can change the face fast, sparking endless questions, fierce debate, and plenty of assumptions. But how much of what people say is actually true? And how much is just internet speculation? Today, we're taking a closer look at the before and after changes everyone is talking about, the science behind rapid weight loss, and why these transformations keep capturing so much attention. Khloe Kardashian has spent much of her life under a level of public scrutiny that few could understand. As one of the most recognizable members of the Kardashian family, she was often compared to her sisters in ways that felt constant, personal, and unfair. For years, tabloids, interviews, and online commentary framed her as the different one, creating a narrative that followed her through much of her early fame. After several highly publicized personal struggles, including difficult relationships and emotional setbacks, Khloe began sharing a new chapter focused on rebuilding herself. She spoke openly about self-improvement, discipline, and finding strength through structure. Fitness became a major part of that journey. Through workouts, routines, and healthier habits, she presented exercise as more than a physical goal. It became a way to restore confidence and regain a sense of control. As the years passed, fans and critics noticed that her transformation continued to evolve. Each new appearance seemed to reveal a slimmer figure, and with that came renewed discussion. In recent years, public conversations about rapid weight changes among celebrities have increasingly included medications like Ozempic, a drug originally developed for type 2 diabetes, but now often associated with weight loss. Khloe has never confirmed using that medication, yet speculation has continued to follow her visible changes. Her experience reflects a larger truth about modern fame. In a family where image is closely tied to success and always on display, personal transformation rarely stays personal. It quickly becomes part of a bigger conversation about beauty, identity, resilience, and public perception. Her story also shows how fame can turn healing, fitness, and self-discipline into spectacle, where every improvement invites fresh interpretation and debate. Oprah Winfrey has long represented far more than television success. Through decades in the public eye, she became a trusted presence in American culture, known for guiding conversations about growth, self-awareness, emotional healing, and accountability. She also spoke with unusual honesty about her own experience with weight, describing cycles of dieting, public pressure, and the emotional burden that often came with being watched so closely. Because she was so open, many people felt deeply connected to her journey. That is why the reaction was especially strong when Oprah later acknowledged turning to medical support as part of her weight loss journey. In recent years, she has spoken about newer treatments, including medications like Ozempic and similar drugs originally developed for type 2 diabetes, as part of a broader medical approach to obesity. For some viewers, her honesty felt refreshing and realistic, especially in a time when the public conversation around weight and health has changed significantly. It suggested a more compassionate understanding of how complex long-term weight struggles can be. For others, however, the moment raised difficult questions. Longtime followers remembered Oprah warning against quick fixes and extreme dieting. Hearing her speak more openly about medical options felt to some like a major shift in perspective. Oprah herself emphasized that obesity is widely understood as a complex medical condition, not simply a matter of willpower. Even so, her experience showed how closely audiences connect a celebrity's personal decisions to the values they have long represented. When someone like Oprah changes course publicly, the conversation becomes about more than weight. It becomes a reflection of health, responsibility, and evolving medical care. That is why her story continues to resonate beyond celebrity culture. Katy Perry has long embodied the bright, high-energy spirit of modern pop music. With major hits like Firework and California Girls, she built a public image defined by bold visuals, playful costumes, colorful performances, and a stage presence that felt larger than life. For many fans, that lively style became part of how they recognized her. So when Perry began appearing noticeably slimmer in recent public appearances, people quickly took notice. The difference was clear, and in today's celebrity culture, visible weight loss almost always leads to questions. In recent years, conversations about dramatic transformations in Hollywood have frequently included medications like Ozempic, a drug originally developed for type 2 diabetes, but now widely discussed in connection with weight loss. Katy Perry has never confirmed using this medication or any similar treatment. Still, her transformation happened at a time when Ozempic had already become a major topic in discussions about celebrity health and appearance. Because of that, some observers began linking her slimmer look to that larger trend, even without clear evidence. What makes this situation so familiar is how quickly celebrity bodies become part of wider public debates. Personal change is rarely treated as personal when it happens to someone famous. Instead, it becomes a symbol, shaped by curiosity, assumption, and whatever cultural conversation is already happening in the background. In reality, a visible physical shift can come from many factors, including demanding schedules, lifestyle changes, medical guidance, stress, or natural changes over time. Perry's recent appearances ultimately show how quickly the public connects personal evolution to broader narratives about fame, beauty, wellness, and image in the entertainment world. It says as much about public fascination as her. Today, Jonah Hill has spent much of his career speaking openly about his complicated relationship with body image. From his early breakout roles to his later dramatic performances, audiences have watched him navigate Hollywood while also dealing with constant attention on his appearance. Over the years, his weight has changed more than once, and he has been candid about how repeated public commentary affected his confidence, mental health, and overall well-being. Many fans found that honesty refreshing because it showed a kind of vulnerability rarely associated with traditional movie stardom. In more recent appearances, observers noticed that Hill looked significantly slimmer, which quickly sparked renewed conversation. In today's entertainment culture, visible physical changes are often linked to larger trends almost immediately. One of the most common examples in recent years has been Ozempic, a medication originally developed to treat type 2 diabetes, but now widely discussed in connection with weight loss. Jonah Hill has never confirmed using this medication or any similar treatment, yet that has not stopped public speculation whenever his appearance changes. What makes Hill's story especially striking is his long history with this kind of scrutiny. He has previously asked media outlets and the public to stop commenting on his body altogether, making it clear that constant judgment carries a real emotional cost. That context changes the way his transformation is viewed. It is not just a story about weight or appearance. It is also a story about boundaries, pressure, and what it means to live in an environment where every visible change becomes a topic for discussion. Hill's experience reflects a broader reality in Hollywood, where the body is treated like public property instead of something personal. Lizzo has spent much of the past decade as one of the strongest voices for body confidence in popular culture. Through songs like Truth Hurts and Good as Hell, she encouraged people to embrace themselves as they are and reject narrow beauty standards. Her message went beyond music. On stage, in interviews, and across social media, she consistently promoted self-acceptance, joy, and confidence. For many fans, that authenticity became central to how they understood her public identity. Because of that, the reaction was especially strong when noticeable changes in her weight began to appear. The transformation seemed relatively quick, and the public response was mixed. Some supporters viewed it as a positive sign that she was focusing on her health and personal well-being. Others questioned how the change fit with the message she had championed for so long. In a culture that often expects public figures to remain exactly the same, even personal decisions can start to feel symbolic. At the same time, broader discussions around celebrity weight loss have increasingly included medications like Ozempic, a drug originally developed for type 2 diabetes, but now widely associated with appetite control and weight reduction. Lizzo has not confirmed using this medication. Even so, its visibility has led to frequent speculation whenever a celebrity's appearance changes. Her situation highlights a deeper truth about modern fame. When an artist becomes closely associated with a cultural movement, the public often treats every personal choice as a statement. While some critics questioned whether her transformation aligned with her earlier message, many fans called for understanding instead. Ultimately, Lizzo's experience reflects the tension between public expectation and private life in an industry where change is always visible. Rebel Wilson drew major public attention when she announced what she called her year of health. Best known for her role in Pitch Perfect, Wilson had long been appreciated for her humor, confidence, and ability to challenge traditional Hollywood expectations around body image. When she began sharing her journey more openly, posting workout routines, personal reflections, and progress updates, many fans found her story motivating, relatable, and easy to support. At first, it seemed like a straightforward commitment to improving her well-being through discipline, routine, and healthier choices. As time went on, however, the speed and visibility of her transformation led to broader discussion. Her noticeable weight loss over a relatively short period caused some observers to wonder how such dramatic changes were being achieved. During that same period, conversations about celebrity weight loss increasingly included medications like Ozempic, a drug originally developed to treat type 2 diabetes, but now widely discussed for its role in appetite control and weight reduction. While Wilson has spoken about working with medical professionals and making significant lifestyle adjustments, she has not confirmed using that specific medication. Another layer of discussion emerged as her journey became more visible through interviews, media appearances, and brand partnerships. For some people, her openness remained genuinely inspiring, a public figure sharing a difficult and personal process in a way that felt honest. For others, the involvement of endorsements and publicity made the transformation seem more carefully packaged. Ultimately, Rebel Wilson's experience reflects a broader truth about change in the public eye. It often becomes a larger conversation about influence, authenticity, image, and the balance between private growth and public storytelling. That tension is what keeps people watching online. Kelly Clarkson has lived much of her adult life in the public eye ever since winning American Idol. Over the years, she became known for her powerful voice and her relatability, especially when discussing body image pressure in entertainment. Rather than trying to fit a traditional pop star mold, Clarkson often emphasized mental health, personal happiness, and staying grounded. That honesty made her recent physical transformation especially noticeable as she entered a new chapter hosting The Kelly Clarkson Show in New York City. Viewers began to notice a steady but clear change in her appearance. At first, many assumed it was simply the result of lifestyle shifts, including a more active daily routine. Still, in a time when medications like Ozempic are constantly discussed in connection with weight loss, speculation naturally followed. Clarkson eventually addressed the topic directly on her show. She explained that health concerns revealed through medical testing led her to seek professional guidance. While she clarified that she was not using Ozempic, she did confirm taking a different prescribed medication to help regulate how her body processes sugar. That distinction mattered. By speaking openly, Clarkson added nuance to a conversation that is often reduced to assumption and quick conclusions. She did not present her journey as purely cosmetic or image-driven. Instead, she framed it as a health-focused decision made with medical support, personal effort, and a broader understanding of what her body needed. In doing so, Clarkson helped shift attention away from simplistic ideas about shortcuts and toward a more balanced view of well-being. Her experience shows visible change can come from many paths, and public conversations are more complicated than they appear. That honesty made people listen differently. That's the full story behind these striking celebrity transformations and the conversations they continue to spark. In a world where every change is noticed, the truth is often more complex than the headlines suggest. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity stories, cultural insights, and the latest entertainment discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.